Ibrahima Konate'S 3 options, as Real Madrid pulls out a free transfer. Liverpool defender, Ibrahima Konate, has seen one of his transfer options, Real Madrid, fall away. Ahead of his contract expiring at Anfield next summer, the 26-year-old Frenchman has been the subject of heavy speculation surrounding his future on Merseyside, with the free transfer to Real touted as one of the stronger options. However, according to Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein from The Athletic, Real is not interested in signing Konate in 2026. A transfer to Real next summer would have seen a second Red Star seal a blockbuster transfer to the Bernabeu in a second consecutive year after academy graduate Trent Alexander-Arnold made the switch. The Athletic goes as far as to claim that Real told Liverpool directly and unequivocally it is not interested in signing Konate. De France International remains one of Arne Slot's key players following last season's Premier League title win. However, the Reds have faced significant challenges in their attempt to defend their crown. Sitting 12th in the Premier League and suffering 9 defeats in their last 12 outings across all competitions, the latest being a lifeless 4-1 home defeat to PSV in the Champions League. During his time at Liverpool, Konate has made 150 appearances for the Reds, helping them win the Premier League, FA Cup, Community Shield, and 2 Carabao Cups. The defender was also part of the Liverpool team that reached the 2022 Champions League final, which was lost to Real Madrid in Paris. Recognized for his performances. Konate won a spot in the French setup and has made 26 appearances for his country. He was part of the team that attempted to defend France's 2018 World Cup win against Argentina in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. However, the French were defeated in an agonizing penalty shootout. Konate now faces the prospect of contesting next summer's 2026 World Cup in America, Canada, and Mexico, with his club future undecided unless a resolution is found in January or before the end of the season. Signs new Liverpool contract. The defender could decide to stay put at Liverpool and be a cornerstone of the club's revival. Next season, the Reds are currently uncompetitive on all fronts, including the Premier League and the Champions League, and have already been eliminated from the Carabao Cup. Slots, new signings, Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, and Milos Kerkez are yet to get up to speed, and the defense is leaking goals. With Virgil van Dijk, aging Konate could be next in line to be the Reds' leading man at the back. Bayern Munich has been another team linked with signing Konate next summer. It would prove to be another savvy business move by Bayern, who look likely to win a second consecutive title by the end of the season. It's a league with which Konate is also familiar. He spent 4 seasons at RB Leipzig before joining Liverpool. Paris Saint-Germain, born in France, Konaté could decide to return to his home city and play for Paris Saint-Germain. As a teenager, Konaté played for PSG's city rival, Paris FCA, the team that is now competing in the top flight. PSG would have the funds to facilitate a tempting contract for Konate. The club's captain, Marquinhos, is also 31, and Konate could be a strong veteran presence in an otherwise young central defender core. Simon Wiles has praised the attitude and application of his U18's players ahead of Saturday's hosting of Manchester United. Liverpool are gaining a reputation as the entertainers in the U18's Premier League North this season. They are the division's second highest scorers with 33 goals from just 10 games, though have also conceded the same number. The young Reds returned to winning ways last weekend with a 2-1 away victory at Newcastle United in the U18 Premier League Cup. Wiles charges head into the contest in a buoyant mood after the U19 group qualified for the knockout stages of the UEFA Youth League with a game to spare in midweek. Trent Kunawardi's last gasp winner ensured Rob Page's squad sealed their spot when the competition resumes in February 22-6. Read on below, as Wiles reflects on the season for the U18s so far and looks ahead to this weekend's meeting with his former club. On the season to date, I think we are evolving. That's the best way I could reflect on it all. There's been some really good moments, especially those early games in the season and the style we want to play, and individuals playing at the level we want to see them at. I also think as we have progressed through the season and we have had our other challenges with the UEFA Youth League as well as the U17 Cup, the fixtures are relentless. Which is great, because if the players are going to get to the level they want, then that is what they have got to get their bodies used to. Exposure of what it's going to be like playing every 3 days. With that, obviously brings up different challenges. When you are going up against teams who might not have had those games midweek and they are fresh, I think for our players to get exposure to that test has been fantastic for them. Even though we haven't got the result we would like, or the performance we would like, we always have to remember we are in development football. The most important thing is the lads are getting exposure to potentially what it could feel like if they make a career in the game. On the whole, it has definitely been moving in the right direction in regards to some performances, but I'm delighted where the lads are at right now. That is the most important thing. Players have been progressing, working with Tosh, Anthony, Ryan, and some of the stuff we have been doing on the training ground has been really pleasing. And I'd like to think the lads are in a good place as well. I have really enjoyed it here. So far, they are a good group of lads, and all we can keep doing is making sure we keep challenging them in the right way and see how they perform. On the form of 12-goal Josh Sonny Lambie so far, Josh knows where the back of the net is, and he has scored some fantastic goals and provided assists. We know Josh is a talent. He is a threat, and he has that awareness as well. When you are looking at your team, you want that level of performance, and you need to make sure, especially with your top line, they are adding numbers to it, with assists and goals. I know this is a crazy stat, but we have scored a lot of goals, and we have also conceded a lot of goals. That just shows where we are at, especially that top line, for sure. We have a lot of creativity up there. Josh has just got to keep his head down and keep working hard, and produce that same level for the U19s under Rob in the UEFA Youth League. Asterisk, on trying to tighten up defensively. You don't want to put excuses on why we have conceded so many goals so far, because ultimately we want to give the lads game time and get them up to the level we know they can get to. Defensively has been our Achilles heel. Unfortunately, we have had injuries all across the back, and we have been playing midfielders at fullback. Pairings at center half have had to change a lot. We have a lad in there in Prince Sis who has done really well in a new position, but he is learning that role. So there has been a few things we have had to deal with, and we have missed key players at the back. I always say though, regardless of that, it gives other players opportunities, but gives them the chance to perform, and trying to help them in those moments is part and parcel of the job. The defenders who have been out will be returning to fitness soon, and that is something we will look forward to. On Saturday's meeting with Manchester United, it's an exciting game, and we are looking forward to it. It's one of those games that all of the players are looking forward to. For me, and I always say this, to the players, it's just the next game in the schedule, but I know for the players, this game and Everton are the ones they most look forward to. It's going to be a really good test, and as long as the lads are ready to work hard, I'm sure they will give a good account of themselves. And that's what I'm looking forward to. We played Everton at home this season, and although we lost the game, that could easily have been a different result with the great chances we created. The way we performed against Everton, I was really pleased. When you watch that game back, the amount of, not just chances, but they were golden chances, I would say we had that, unfortunately, we didn't take. The players need to learn from these experiences. When you are 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and you need to be clinical, there was also moments in that game when we got slack and got punished for it. You look at the whole picture from that game, and yes, we got punished for some individual moments, which is fine, because the lads have to learn from that. I don't want us to just be a side that keeps the ball for keep the ball's sake. We have to be really purposeful with how we play and create. Hopefully, we get some of those chances on Saturday and we take them. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.